I was very skilled at keeping it a secret.
Okay.
So how did I keep it a secret? Well, for starters, if I was going to get stoned in the morning before on my way to work, which was something I did all the time, um, I would have cologne on me. I would have Visine. I would have gum or breath mints. So um, I would be able to cover it up and mask it quite a bit. I got a prescription to Adderall, so I could take Adderall pretty much whenever I wanted, wherever I wanted. Sometimes I would crush it up, right, and blow it up my nose. And so, um, point is that Eliza knew I liked to smoke weed and drink. She didn't know the extent that I was smoking weed. And I think what ended up happening was like I had to come clean to her and say like, yeah, like I've been using a lot behind your back.
Yeah, but I guess like even if you do, right? It didn't affect, or she didn't feel that it affect
No, because
your performance in work or
no,
as a
I mean,
father.
in some ways, I know this is going to sound crazy. I think that some of my most productive years as a professional, I know it sounds crazy, was when I was using, and I think a lot of the reason behind that was I was using it as a way to numb myself. Right? Like here's the way that I wouldn't use to compulsion, or I compulsively used for sure, but I didn't use so much that I couldn't function. So it would just be like if I had a hit and like a beer, perfect. So there was never like a moment where it was interfering with my career or my relationship. Like it was like I would always have just enough to like sort of turn down the volume, numb me enough where I'm like I don't have to fully feel in it, like experience everything. I just can just like
Focus.
blinders on and just do what's in front of me, and at the end of the day completely detach and disassociate. And
Yeah, and that sounds like
so it was like in some ways, like I remember I had this closet. We lived in Fort Greene. I had this closet and I used to get weed, and I had like a weed station where I would have like multiple one hitters and a lighter, and I would just go in there and I'd pack it up Sunday morning. Hey, Liz, I'm going out to grab a coffee. She'd be like, okay, I'll see you. And I would just go out and get stoned and come back, and just like everything was totally cool. I wouldn't even be like, yeah, I just got stoned. I would just keep it to myself. A lot of it was suffering alone and by myself.
yeah. I mean, look, if I am a executive, right, or as an executive, and having weed makes me more productive in some ways, and I can focus better.